All right, Green Tron. For people that are new to Magic or Modern, Tron in this deck is a throwback to the children's cartoon Voltron. And in Magic with this deck, the reference to Voltron refers to Urza's Mine, Urza's Power Plant, and Urza's Tower, which are 3 lands that when you have all 3 of them in play, they tap for 7 mana in total. So this deck is capable of producing 7 colorless mana on the 3rd turn of the game, which it utilizes to cast large threats like Wurmcoil Engine and Karn Liberated as early as turn 3. And then from turns 4 onward, you can do things like Ugin the Spirit Dragon, Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger as well. To make sure that we can assemble these lands consistently, we play cards like Ancient Stirrings that dig through our deck, as well as Sylvan Scrying and Expedition Map to search up specific lands. Past that, this deck also plays cards like Chromatic Star and Chromatic Sphere, which draw cards when you activate them. So, like, in reality, this deck is basically like a 48 card deck with all of its cards that draw more cards, and then it's got 8 cards that find specific lands as well. Tron is love, Tron is life. The title should be good to go. It doesn't always update on mobile. This hand's fine. Like, not super exciting, but fine. It's got 2 Tron pieces. It's got a Star into a Stirrings, and it's got Ulamog for down the line. You can find an article on Cool Stuff Inc. from 2 weeks ago when, like, half the cards have been spoiled for some of the things I was looking forward to building around. I have not really looked at the set since the full spoiler dropped. I'm going to be doing that later tonight. Blacktron, I mean, it's a thing. It's not a good thing, but it's a thing. Dr. P. Rizzle. Yes, I was partially worried they were burned for a second there too, and then they played a Plains and a Young Pyromancer, and I was just like, oh, okay. Alright, so I have a tower, I have a power plant, I'm looking for Urza's Mine here at the moment. Grab a relic. Burn. Burn's a tough matchup for this deck. This is like one of Burn's only good matchups left in the format is Tron. I mean, like, even if they Blood Moon us this turn, we, like, cast Oblivion Stone and then just, like, dumpster them, right? Hey, look at that. I drew my Tron piece. Would you look at that? I drew my Tron piece naturally. Upstairs. Alright, opponent confirmed, playing Mardu Pyromancer. Man, look at that. They've got Karn all the way down to 4. Going down to 1. They got him on the ropes, chat. You got him on the ropes. Don't mind me. Just casting Wurmcoil Engines over here. Oh, look, more cards they could never beat, right? My opponent decided to register Lightning Helix. Next turn I get to take away their only 2 lands. It's gonna be a good scene. It's gonna be a good scene. Fair, balanced Magic here. Fair and balanced. Do I even sideboard? Am I supposed to sideboard anything here? I am... Like, is Thragtusk good enough? I guess World Breaker's not very good. Thragtusk is probably fine. Ulamog's a little slow. Ulamog's bad if they have Blood Moon in play. No, O-Stone's great. O-Stone takes Blood Moon off the table. Now, I don't think we really care about Blood Moon. Their clock is not fast enough. Like, they play Blood Moon and we just, like, pay 6 mana for our spells. It's really not a big deal. Yeah, I guess Karn's just okay. They named O-Stone with Pithing Needle. Alright. Cast my thing. Oh no, they have Wear Tear, chat. Look at them keeping up here. Hopefully, thank goodness they haven't Blood Moon us. Intense Genesis, thanks for the 3 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Man, could you imagine if this Thragtusk would have been an Ulamog? We'd have dumpstered them, huh? Pretty unlucky that I boarded out Ulamog. I like the giving up. The giving up looks good on you. Blood Moon, Molten Rain, double Colligan's Command, Bedlam Reveler. Nice mid-range deck. Tron. Do. That hand was why I stopped playing Mardu Pyromancer. God bless. Should we play some more leagues after this one, or should this be the last one? I've got 2 more modern decks loaded up already. Let's just do 6 decks today. Nah, I still have a deck queue, Bob. I still have a deck queue. We have Abzan Rhino and Grixis Gorios. Those are the next 2. In fact, after today and the next 2 days, the modern queue will be quite small. So people that want to submit things there shouldn't have to wait for too long. A week or 2 at most, as opposed to the month-long backup it's been for a while. Moo cow, don't bother me. Dr. Jones coming in hot with the biddies. Man, it's been a while since I played against Lantern Control. This matchup's good for Tron, though. It's still kind of tedious to play against, but it is good for Tron. What? I mean, to be fair, I instantly conceded to the opponent's deck because I was playing decks that could never beat it. Like, this deck's, like, actively good in this matchup. Maybe I'm supposed to take the O-Stone there rather than the redundant Tron piece. They also, like, we haven't shown them. They don't know we have the tower because we're a filthy lucky Tron player and we drew it naturally. So we might just get to, like, Karn them next turn, them hoping to dodge the natural tower. I probably should have taken the O-Stone. I think I should have taken the O-Stone. Tron, 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 Tron. Tron. Do 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 do. Every time you body a Lantern player, an angel gets its wings, chat. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pithing Needle is their way they deal with Karn. Oh! Do 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 allow me to sing you the song of my people. Nunanari, thank you for the 3-month Twitch Prime support there. I really appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Charles, thanks for the 10-month resub. Thanks for keeping me alive here, folks. Yeah, opponent definitely made some possibly questionable decisions that game. Like, I think this matchup's good for us, but I think the choices my opponent made in that game definitely made it better for us than otherwise would be. Is a Wurmcoil out matchup? I think so. Nature's Claim, obviously great. They named Oblivion Stone with their first needle. Is this an Ugin out matchup? I feel like I want to cut at least one, but I kind of want to leave one in just because, like, plussing him is okay. I mean, like, Thought-Knot Seer is actually not that good. It's probably better than Ugin, though, I guess. They probably trim some bridges against us, too, so Thought-Knot Seer can randomly pressure them. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, my opponent's playing Lantern Control in a friendly league, so they deserve all the bad beats they get. That's definitely for sure. Man, look at us. We're at the top of the Magic category, playing Magic Online. What year is it? Intense genius. Was there enough democracy for Tron, or did you join the dark side? Everything we're playing today is straight from the deck queue. Everything we're playing today is straight from the deck queue. I think I'm going to keep this. My opponent mulligan. My opponent kept. He top baited a thing, though, right? Do you have an opinion on Lantern Whir versus Mono Red Prison? They're both bad. They're all bad. Follow your heart. They're all bad. Follow your heart. Not cool with the new arena interface. Looks like a spreadsheet. We're getting an arena update on Thursday. It's gonna bring the old interface back. Much needed return. Anyway, you made me lunch.
Well, Declan was gonna bring it into you, but then we got to the bottom of the stairs and he decided he'd rather hang out with his uncle.
Sounds like Declan. Come get it, Marty. You come to Central Illinois, I'll make you lunch.
Will you, or will your wife?
I mean, or a fast food restaurant will make him lunch, one of the two. Random, look at that. They milled 2 non-lands in a row. God bless you, opponent. Keeping us. Ooh, Alpine Moon, eh?
Are you winning today?
I did a little column A, a little column B. Actually, that's not true. We've lost way more matches than we've won.
Are you on theme? Are there any eggs in your deck?
We actually do refer to these cards as eggs in Magic.
Neat.
That's actually funny. Look at that. Tron is thematic, chat. Tron is thematic. Yay! I feel like when this Pithing Needle enters play, we seem like a paint drying intensifies. It's like, well. Slow and steady, working our way up to this Karn Liberated. I'm doing this right now because I want their Glimmer Void to die. They can put like Pithing Needle back on top of their deck. Yep, makes sense. Thought-Knot Seer wins fast-ish. They're at 28 because we Nature's claimed them twice. I think putting cards in your sideboard for the mill matchup is hot nonsense. Deckless is on Death Shadow. Is it? Probably is. Fixed. I guess I'm not terribly surprised that someone who would enjoy playing Lantern Control is also not conceding when they're on the zero outer. Takes a certain type of person to play that, and they're probably the type of person that doesn't want to concede when they're dead. Oh, if they don't concede, I'm not attacking for lethal until they have no cards in play. Oh yeah, that's the point where you can't win anymore. Got it. Oh, I should have gotten the Sanctum. You're right, and then I could have gotten an Ulamog. Yeah, that would have been way better. Punted. Look it. We were having a rough morning, but things are looking up because we now worship the Tron Father. Karn's got our back, chat. Karn's got our back. Do 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 do. To the Tron. Every time I draw up opening hands with this deck, I just thank my lucky stars that Stoneforge Mystic is banned in this format. Just very, very clearly deserves to be banned on merit of power level. Always keep 7, be happy. Sounds like we're having a tough moment being 4, 5. How old is he? I should know that. He's 5. This is what every one of my opponent's hands look like when I play against Tron. I remember when it was tough being 2. Listen, Marty, does it ever stop being tough to be alive? It's always tough. Life is cold and brutal, okay? At this point, I'm not even sure what would happen if I unsubbed. What's going on, Trey? One of the OGs. Thanks for the 43 months. Welcome back. It doesn't stop, yep. It's always sad. We just stopped crying on the outside. Oh, it's funny because it's sad. I'm gonna get soft stubbed here probably, but getting this going makes their... If they don't have a soft stub, getting this going makes the Gurmag Anglers much worse. Yeah, I think 43 is the longest. I can run a report and look at it, but I think 43 is the longest. It's gotta be close, because my account doesn't even have... My account's been subbed for 44 months. Which means my channel's only been partnered for 44 months. So you subbed the second month, the month after I was partnered. Obscene Sanity, thank you for the 11-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, what's going on, Ben Faith? I have to take Wednesday off, or I should say, I can't stream Moto on Wednesday, and I really don't want to stream Arena with the old card, so I'm streaming today instead. And then I think I'm just gonna pop this relic proactively here to keep them from big fishing me, or they can big fish me right now. All right, so I know they don't have a big fish currently, but I do think I still just want to use this proactively. The Caffeinated, thank you for the second month of Twitch Prime support in a row there. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for shipping here. Beza Bucks this way this month and keeping me employed here. And like, this getting soft stubbed is a win for me when I, like, have Karn and Natural Tron in my hand. Because, like, Karn's gonna get stubbed at some point, so might as well just, like, get this soft stub now. You actually can't see it except when subs are gifted in chat. It's really stupid. Actually, it's actually something I've complained to my Twitch rep about, and he's told me that he's unable to pull a report telling me how many subs gifts people have gifted. Because I wanted to put a leaderboard up, but they won't give me the information, which is silly. Yes, they definitely could pull that information. Karn. Oops, all Karns. Gift sub top 10 is definitely pay to win. It certainly is. All right, Swag Dad and Dismember are great here. World Breaker's not. Ulamog is a little bit slow and clunky. Need 2 more cuts here. Need 2 more cuts here. I don't mind playing the good decks in Modern, but honestly, there's probably not enough good decks in Modern to make it entertaining to play 40 hours a week like we used to do with just bad decks. So here's the problem. So they have a ticker. There's a widget showing sub gifts, but it doesn't back add. It only starts counting from the moment forward, which would mean I would have to manually follow how many sub gifts older people have donated and then go back and manually add them for each person. I really need to just send my rep another email. I'm very annoyed at them that they won't just send me a flipping report so I can, like, load that widget up and import the data into it. It's a very stupid thing that they won't just give me the report. Because the data's public. Every time someone gifts a sub, it says Marty's gifted 707 subs in here. I need 2 more cuts. What are my cuts? Is it just Relic? Relic's kind of slow. I'm just going to cut the Relics. I like Ballista in this matchup because it randomly just kills them sometimes. And thank you for the very generous sub gifties, Marty. As always. Tasties. I love your content and I have respected your input as a player. Keep making it. Well, thanks for keeping me here, Tasty. Those subs are what keep me around. It's a pretty easy mulligan here. I don't have any green mana, and, like, I have a bunch of really redundant Tron pieces. Seems fine. Not amazing, but fine. I'm gonna ditch the Relic here. I want to keep 2 Wurmcoils, like, there's a good chance I get, like, Thought Seized, or the first one gets Ceremonious Rejection, so I want a redundant threat for once I get my Tron set up. And Star and Expedition Map help me get to my Tron. You think blueless Death Shadow is viable in Modern? Yeah, it depends on what viable means. I think any deck that's slightly disruptive and can occasionally kill by the 3rd turn is fine in Modern. And I think that deck qualifies. Sounds good, Marty. They thought seized my map. Okay. Those are two very scary shadows. Alright. Need to draw a Tower of Power next turn. Tower of Power! Alright, gonna be dead on 4. Your matches with Tron tend to be kind of anticlimactic. Sometimes you just die. I disagree with your assessment, Hasu. Maybe Relic's like marginally better on the play, but on the draw, Relic frequently does not stop turn 2 fish. I'm gonna mulligan this, just doesn't do enough. See, like this. This is the Tron hand you're looking for, chat. Just mono Tron pieces. Tron. Bottom you, because I don't need you. Because any fourth land lets us Ugin. Play a discard spell, baby. Look at my hand. Look at my big, beautiful hand. We need to make back some of the tickets we've been hemorrhaging today. God bless Tron. Maven Cast, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday and happy Easter to you. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Ooh. Look at that. We drew a biggity bomb for next turn. Y'all ready to drop bombs? Oh no. What if they untap and play Gurmag Angler? How could we ever best the big fish? Thanks, Cast. And if you're new to my content and my channel and you're looking for more Death Shadow, Tron, or just modern videos in general, be sure to check out my YouTube channel as well. And my website, I've got a ton of content up there. We've played both of these decks a number of times in the past. In fact, I'm going to be adding there's a bunch of deck pages up there for various different modern decks. I'm going to be adding my preferred iteration of Grixis Shadow up there probably this evening after I have some time to get that put together. You guys go get a Sanctum of Ugin here. That way, Ugin can phone a friend next turn. It's Easter. Does that mean they're going to resurrect Chad? Poor Chatterson. So, my opponent's got 5 cards in their hand, but, like, they don't have any pressure in play, right? So, like, they need Disruption to beat Ugin plus the thing that Sanctum gets. And then they still need to survive the top of our deck and all these other things. So because if they could Thought Seize me, they would have done it. So, like, there might be merit to waiting to play Ugin around Soft Stub. The flip side of that is, though, if they hit a land, they get to snap Thought Seize me. I think I'm gonna wait a turn, because if I, like, Ugin and they Soft Stub me, and then they hit the land, they can untap and, like, Thought Seize the Wurmcoil. So I think it's worth the risk of getting Thought Seize next turn to wait to play around the Stubborn Denial here. So, sorry, to rephrase, I can play, if I play around Soft Stub this turn, I don't get to use my Sanctum of Ugin. So I should be more specific about that. I want to use this while also playing around Stubborn Denial, because this was my last resource. And, like, they've already played one Thoughtseize, and I know they're missing land drops, so, like, the chance of them having another Thoughtseize are low. Obviously, not impossible, but they are low. And it feels bad to get punished there, but I think it's right to wait. Like, they don't have any pressure in play, so I really don't feel obligated to, like, be super aggressive here. I honestly don't have anything else going on, so I'm just going to Ghost Quarter them. They put 2 cards in the bottom of their deck, so it's like shuffle the bad cards back in. Take them off a second black. I actually don't have Ulamog in my deck right now. So Ulamog tends to be kind of clunky and slow in this matchup, so I've swapped him out for, like, Thragtusks and Wurmcoils. Yeah, I definitely don't hate Urza's Factory. It's a card I've seen played before. It's definitely very good in spots like this. Where's our Eye of Ugin is a good question. Like, any Karn, anything that triggers Sanctum probably ends the game on the spot. Thragtusk and Wurmcoil also going to be, like, very good, assuming they don't get Disdainful Stroked, but they could have, like, Disdainful Strokes and Ceremonious Rejections, considering the fact that, like, just, like, haven't been doing sorry. Alrighty then. Ban Ancient Stirrings, it's broken. Man, I can't remember the last time I missed out on Ancient Stirrings. It's obviously happened before, but they're few and far between. And, like, thankfully the opponent's just, like, still sitting here missing land drops, spinning their tires, so it's like, eh. Hey, Azuri Cat, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month and supporting my content here. I assume this isn't resolving. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all we got. A Stormcrow, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. Happy Sunday, happy Easter. Welcome, welcome. New subs after, it takes like an hour to sync usually, but be sure you pop on into the subs Discord server. Lots of good chats in there, Modern Magic, life in general. Do they have the Exile enchantment? Watch them have the, God, what was it, Shattering Blow? Is that the card? We had 1 Shattering Blow in our sideboard. Oh, alright, kill me. Yep, I assume we're dead. Yeah, they must have just been sitting on threats to hold up Disdainful Stroke. Because, like, they deployed the double threat there without drawing an extra cards. They must have just been sitting on them, right? Tell you what matchups Thought-Knot Seer is in for. Thought-Knot Seer is good against burn, control, and combo. So basically aggro and mid-range are the two places you don't want that card. Alright, step 1. Did not get Teamer Battle Raged. Step 2. They didn't draw another threat. I assume the O-Stone still isn't resolving. Although I guess they can't Snap Stub me because I don't have double blue, and they can't Fetch Shock the Delta. If this resolves, we're in a very good spot. Yeah, opponent agrees. Opponent agrees that we are in a very good spot. Are we 3-0? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, and do it, and do it, and do it again. Wurmcoil Engine is good, Tron is good. God bless us, everyone. While we're waiting for the next match to pop, I'd just like to say good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, sometimes even 50 hours a week. If you enjoy constructed Magic, this is definitely the channel for you. I usually play at least one Modern or Legacy deck every single day during the week, and then we also do a ton of Standard on Magic Arena as well. As always, I'd like to give a shout out to all my wonderful subs out there. I wouldn't be here day in, day out without their wonderful support. They are quite literally the folks that keep me employed. If you're one of the many folks in the world who has Amazon Prime, if you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, you get Twitch Prime included with that for free. And Twitch Prime gives you a free channel subscription every single month to a channel of your choice here on Twitch. It allows you to support content made by someone such as myself with no extra cost to yourself. I'd also like to plug a couple of my sponsors here really quick. The Nerd Rage Gaming Championship Series, a $5,000 cash tournament series that happens every single month in the Midwestern United States. If you can't make it out to play in one of their Standard, Modern, or Legacy tournaments, be sure to check out their streaming coverage as well at twitch.tv/NRG Series. BCW Supplies are the only ones I trust to protect my valuable paper Magic the Gathering cards using code Jeff10 at bcwsupplies.com. You can save 10% on sleeves, binders, deck box, and all sorts of other fantastic gaming accessories there. Neo provides wonderful candy-flavored protein bars using code Hoagland at bit.ly/Hoaglebar. You can save 10% on all of your orders there with them. And, of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. I know there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now, and I appreciate you dropping in to spend part of your Sunday here with us. Remember, if you're a new viewer and you like the variety of decks that I play or the way that I break down my lines, make sure to hit that follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything. It lets you know when I go live and with what. Generally speaking, I'm live Monday through Friday during the week, about 8 to 5. I work at kind of traditional hours or so. Occasional weekend streams like this as well. Into our fourth match here with Tron. Finally found a deck that's carrying us to a few victories. We had an okay run with Death Shadow earlier. Like 2-2. This hand's like not super impressive, but like we're on the draw and I have a Chromatic Star, and like if I draw a Power Plant or a Mine here, I get to turn 3 cards. So the green Tron Mirror is one of the least skill intensive matches of Magic you will ever play. And that being said, our hand's pretty good in it, except for the fact that we're on the draw. This match is basically all about turn 3 Karn. And then my opponent elected to put bad cards in their deck, like Eldrazi Temple and Chalice of the Void, and suddenly this matchup is very good for us. So our deck tends to be strongly favored here because our Wurmcoils are just much better than anything else they could be doing. And look at that, we're going to have a turn 3 Wurmcoil Engine now. Tron. So they did get Chalice of the Void on 1 here. The classic 1-mana spell into Chalice on 1. But we are going to get to start dropping biggity bombs next turn. bombs, bomb, 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 bombs, bomb, 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 do 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 do. Do I Wurmcoil or do I Karn here? How do we feel about Karn uptick? I kind of like Karn uptick. Oh, Tron. This deck's great. This deck is so funny when it works. Listen, subs, I'm going to be watching the Mythic Championship this weekend, and I'm going to expect to see a lot of Karn heads in chat when people are getting Troned on camera, okay? Don't let me down. Don't let me down. If you're in the Magic chat this weekend and there are Tron lands in play, I expect to see Karn heads represented. All right, they're coming back for round 2. Let's do it. Tron. Yeah, I'll host it on this channel as well, Demir Spy. For people who want to watch it that way. I'm planning to go live at noon on Tuesday, or on Friday and Saturday, though, so you won't be able to watch the entirety of the Mythic Championship on my channel, because I'll probably be going live when they're in, like, round 7 or 8 each day. Hey, Bob. Happy Sunday. No, I'm not in the Mythic Championship. I said I would host it on my channel, and then I'm streaming that over it. So I assume they're going to name Karn Liberated here. It'd be really funny if they named Expedition Map, since they have one in play. Poor card. That's fine. We'll just draw Oblivion Stone. It's not a big deal. NBD. Oh, Stone incoming. Please stop. Please stop. So here's a fun game. The purpose of the Mythic Championship is supposed to be to feature their new set, right? How many cards from the new set end up in the Mythic Championship top 8 in the constructed portion? How many new set cards are in the top 8? Man, the aggressive zeros. They're not legal? What? They actually can't play any? Is that for real? They're not legal? The cards are not legal. Oh gosh, man, what that is? All right, you know, that's what that that's so idiotic. Sorry, that's my liability is flaring up again. That's oh, Wizards of the oh, the only thing sillier than Wizards of the Coast is this game. The only thing sillier than Wizards of the Coast is this game. Wizards of the Coast really should have just told people, if you're going to play cards from the new set in your modern deck, let us know X days in advance and we will physically hand you copies. That's the easy solution for, like, people getting cards on a pre-release weekend. Block. I don't think Liliana's Triumph is very good. I think I'm unconvinced that you even want 4 Liliana the Veil in your deck, much less Liliana's Triumph. This is a concession Ulamog. Smells like a concession Ulamog. Oh no. I don't know. I think, in general, the rule of thumb you need to realize for Modern, there's 2 rules of thumb for Modern. First is that, in general, in order for cards to be playable, they need to be brutally fast and proactive. Number 2 is that, in general, sideboard cards that are reactive and interactive are only good if they are good against a variety of things. So hate cards that are only hateful for one specific deck tend to not be good enough. Look at their little itty bitty baby, Eldrazi. Who's a cute little smasher? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Who's a cute little baby smasher? Trigger. All right. Bye, Felicia. Alright, easy 4-0 with Tron so far. Slow and steady. What were the other opponents on? Death Shadow and then some other things. I don't remember. They all blur. This is our 4th league of the day. This is our 4th league of the day, so it's all kind of a It's gonna be incredibly interesting, Marty, to see how the viewer numbers from this Mythic Championship compare to the Invitational that was on Arena. I think it's probably not a bold statement to imply that this Mythic Championship is probably not going to break 6 digits worth of viewers. Dustin Jones, thank you for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month and keeping me employed here. How many times have we kicked Moto today? We kicked it before this league. And then we had it crash once. So it's kicked itself once and then we've kicked it once. I can do a memory check just in case. For people who are newer viewers that haven't watched a lot of Magic Online has a memory leak, so the longer it's running, the more RAM it uses. And when it gets north of 2 gigs on its RAM usage, it starts to run really slowly. So we're only at 1.2 gigawatts at the moment, so we're probably okay. Just download more RAM. And for reference, the issue isn't my computer having enough RAM. The issue is that Moto just can't function when it gets to 2 gigs of RAM, because we're only using 7 of my 32 gigs of RAM at the moment here. It's not a computer resource issue. My computer's way overkill for streaming Magic Online. Easy mulligan here, no lands. Hey, would you look at that? Tron. Okay, okay. My opponent exiled a Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Deal. MODO stands for Magic Online with Digital Objects. GG, but Marty, what if they cast Blood Moon? Are we gonna get Leonin Arbitered? Holy gosh, we might be getting Devoted Druid. Are we gonna get turn 2'd? I think we're about to get turn 2'd. I was so excited, and now we might actually be dead. Oh no. Oh no. The pride cometh before the fall, chat. The pride, she cometh before the fall. Spin to win. Remember, Matt, chat, as my opponent looks at the top 6 cards of their deck at random to determine if they win the game on turn 2, Magic has a lot less variance than Hearthstone in it. Just keep that in the forefront of your frontal lobe there. Much less variance than Hearthstone. This is excellent. So my opponent, for people that are new to Modern, my opponent now has unlimited green mana because Devoted Druid plus Vizier of Remedies generates unlimited green mana. And now if my opponent has Duskwatch Recruiter, that will allow them to draw every creature out of their deck and then kill us. So these 3 creatures allow my opponent to draw every creature out of their deck, which means we die, because one of their creatures alongside infinite mana will kill us. So that was a 4-turn game. We took 2 turns, they took 2 turns, 2 plus 2 is 4. Modern is an incredibly interactive and interesting format. A lot of Modern is what I would refer to as playing past each other. So like, we're not really like interested in like interacting with what our opponent's doing a ton, so much as we're just like hoping they don't do it and hoping our thing is better than theirs. That being said, as that game showed, their deck's a little bit quicker than us on average, so we are going to bring in a couple of things like Spatial and Dismember here to like kill some of their stuff, maybe, but by no means a guarantee. Give me Splinter Twin, you cowards, right? Right? I would not cut Relic. Why? If this game comes down to the point where they're looping Eternal Witnesses, Relic is not, the game's not gonna matter. Why, Pikes? Why? You've been doing that a lot lately, Pikes. This is your official warning that if you keep telling me to do things without helping me learn, I'm gonna time you out. This is the new benevolent Jeff Hoagland. That's true. If they didn't have Gemstone Caverns, we might have got there with the card. A lot of them don't play the Finks combo, and the Finks combo really isn't infinite on Magic Online, and Tron, because I'm leaving Ulamog in, gets to beat infinite life. So the possibility of the Finks combo is another reason to leave Ulamog in my deck. Karn also beats it. Yeah, lots of ways to beat it. All right, I might die on their turn 3. I think I'm supposed to Ancient Stirrings for Spatial Contortion. Grafdigger's Cage. Grafdigger's Cage actually gives us a chance to not die here because it cuts them off of... Grafdigger's Cage turns off Court of Calling and Collected Company, which is one of the ways that they generate redundancy to find their combo quickly. So this doesn't take the Devoted Druid off the table or stop their combo directly, but it cuts some of their consistency. So my opponent's deck has a 2-card combo that allows them to generate unlimited green mana. And once they have unlimited green mana, this card, Duskwatch Recruiter, lets them look through their deck and get as many creatures out of it as they'd like. And then one of the creatures that they get is the card Walking Ballista, which lets them kill us with infinite mana. Oblivion Stone currently blows up our cage, but I'm going to put a fate counter on my cage before blowing it up. They get infinite mana with the cards Devoted Druid and Vizier of Remedies. So they just activated their Duskwatch Recruiter manually and missed. The nice thing about Cage is I don't have to worry about them going off at instant speed, because all of their instant speed ways to set their combo up involve searching for things that Grafdigger's Cage stops. Opponent decides that this match of Modern has lasted 4 turns, or 8 turns for 4 and 4, which is just way too many turns, so they want to try again. And I'm gonna click submit again. So the card Devoted Druid specifically untaps by putting a minus counter on itself, and the card Vizier of Remedy says cards don't get minus counters, so it gets to untap itself indefinitely, making a limited green mana. I think I'm supposed to mulligan this hand. Not only is it missing a second land, I guess it has Chromatic Star Ancient Stirrings. This hand's a good Tron hand. However, I don't think it's good enough in this matchup where they have the Devoted Druid combo. I kind of feel like I want to... I guess Ancient Stirrings finds both Spatial Contortion and Grafdigger's Cage, but I can't spatial on 2 after I Ancient Stirrings. Opponent kept 7. Yeah, and I also need the Stirrings to find lands. I think this isn't good enough. Sorry I made you mad, but I don't feel like explaining myself. Pitch, Simian, Spirit Guide. Well then. Well then. Yikes. Yikes! All right, come on, Tron deck, hit me, dealer, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Do 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 do. Survey says, rats. Really regret bottoming that land. Before anybody asks, Thalia does not change the converted mana cost of my spells. So even though Thalia is in play and I have to pay 2 mana to play these, they still get countered by Chalice of the Void. Alright, we just need a land in our next 2 draws. If I hit the land for the O-Stone here, we're actually in a pretty reasonable spot. Just major regret bottoming the line. In fact, the possibility that they were a Chalice deck probably means I should have bottomed this. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do 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 do, beep 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 beep. Do 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 do, do 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 do, do 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 do, do 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 do. I mean, that's exactly what I'm doing, Hasu. We're doing all modern today. We're doing all modern on Monday. We're doing all modern on Tuesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll have new cards on Arena, so I won't be doing all modern then. But today, tomorrow, and Tuesday, we will. We'll be doing all modern stuff. I agree, we are very far ahead right now. I'm going to use my health total as a resource here because their deck doesn't really have any reach. And I'm going to let them hit me for 4 down to 6. And then at the end of their turn, I'm blowing up Oblivion Stone. As always, if you're ever wondering what my schedule is, it's always updated on my website. I also, when there's changes from the norm, I post them in the subs Discord and on Twitter as well. So by waiting to blow this up till end of turn, my opponent's not able to play out more threats at sorcery speed. Yeah, and then playing Cage next turn will force them to Collected Company in response, which then lets me Karn one of the things that they get with Collected Company. So this, whoa, they have Stone Cold Nothing. I like Stone Cold Nothing. That's my favorite. We exiled Simian Spirit Guide. Whew, whew. I was a little worried when they played the Chalice, and then I forgot that we're both incredibly lucky and playing Tron, and everything got much, much better very quickly. Everything got much, much better very quickly. Hawaii 5-0. Just, you know, nothing really to say here. Just the fairest of Magic the Gathering. Nothing really says fair Magic like Karn on turn 3. Man, we've had 2 5-0s in the last week. Who is this? Are we playing good decks? Nah, let's play Abzan Rhinos. All right. I feel like I need to wash the taste of the 5-0 out of my mouth with something much worse. So let's load this up. All right. I gotta go grab cards from our sponsor here really quick. It's gonna be like 2 to 3 minute break while I place an order here and wait for it to get filled so we can get cards. But we are gonna play this hot mess next. Dr. Siegeman Rhinoceros here. As Patrick Sullivan would call it, Abzan cards I own. Why you have to be so mean? Listen, we've got Anna Fenza the foremost. She's really good against Stretch. We got Triad Milladin. We've got Hateful Bears, chat. Got hateful little 2-power creatures, Jackal Pups and Bears. These Jackal Pups and these Bears, they won't be pushed around anymore. They're standing up for themselves. They're coming for you. Hey, Jeff, I was thinking about your comment to the effect of Esper midrange not having a good way to insulate against flooding, and I think I found a solution. I've been playing Mnemonic Betrayal in my Esper decks, and it gives a bunch of options in the late game. That's interesting. It's a neat one. It's definitely one I haven't tried before. 7 Coldfire. Thanks for cashing in your Twitch Prime this way this month. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now, and I appreciate you supporting me on this month with that. Anafenza says from anywhere. So Anafenza is if a creature would hit the bin from any zone, it's exiled instead. It's very good against Dredge. Hello, Jacob Jeffrey. What's wrong? What's wrong? Are you hungry? Yeah? Did you come in here to raid Dad's snack closet? Yeah. Dad's got a lot of good snacks in here, to be fair.
Well, I love Matt.
We should cut those Thalias for a hero.
Oh, no, please?
Okay, you can take that box upstairs and tell Mom I told you you could have it. Close the door, please. He walked, I don't know if you could see him, but he walked out of the door with it behind his back because he didn't want his brother to see it. I should probably hide my last box of Gushers. I think that's my second box of Gushers he's taken out of my office. What's your favorite or best control deck in your opinion? I know objective data is hard, so I'm curious on my opinion. In which format? Mr. Hello, thank you for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. In Modern, blue-white with four Terminus in it. I don't know if it's straight blue-white or Jeskai that I prefer more, but whichever iteration you play, it definitely should involve 4 Terminus, in my opinion. I think 4 Terminus, 4 Opt is the best way to, like, get the most free wins in your control deck. Yeah, we do have Sunday, Jeff. So Wednesday, Magic Online is down, so I'm taking a day off in the middle of the week. So I'm going to be doing, like, 3 in a row, 1 day off, 3 in a row. Is this deck good? Probably not. Is it sweet? Hopefully. I don't know is the answer. Come on an adventure with us and let's learn. There was an Easter bunny spotted at our home. That being said, if this deck full of fair creatures ends up not being good, I've got a deck with 4 Gristlebrand's in it to play afterwards, so we're gonna have a good amount of balance here, okay? Things are gonna balance themselves out nicely.